double up. 3 or 4 times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to Sneaker Fox Sneaker Watch. I am your host, TKO Sneakers in the Fox, and I definitely appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, okay? Just hit that subscribe button so you can be up to date whenever I drop a new video. I usually drop like 3-4 different videos a week. So if you want to stay up to date on the sneakers that I'm rocking and reviewing, make sure you subscribe, okay? Now that we got that out the way, this is Throwback Thursday. I will make an effort every Thursday to go through my archive of sneakers and talk about a sneaker that dropped. It could be a year ago, it could be 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, doesn't matter. This is Throwback Thursday and want to talk about a sneaker that dropped. I also do Flashback Friday as well. Flashback Friday is more geared towards matching an artist from previous years with a sneaker that dropped in that around that same time, whether it's that year or year before or after, and doing that on Fridays. So if you haven't already, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Sneakers and a Fox, and you can also follow this the TV show on at Sneaker Fox Sneaker Watch. So with no further ado, today's Thursday, and today the Hundreds and Puma dropped their second capsule. And I felt it was only right for me to go ahead and do a review on the first capsule, which dropped in December of 2019. I didn't do a review for that sneaker, but it was my favorite sneaker that was new that dropped in 2019. So if you go to my Instagram at Sneakers in the Fox, you will see I did a countdown. If you look in the back, you have to scroll down. I got a lot of pictures back in December. You'll see some pictures, and I did a whole thing at Centennial Park in Atlanta, where I did a countdown of my favorite 10 sneakers that dropped in 2019. But I also did a sneaker that was actually on my grail list that I got to scratch off that grail list. But we're not talking about that sneaker. We're talking about this sneaker right here. I have worn it once only. So the bottoms are a little bit dirty, but it's all good. So this sneaker right here is the first collaboration with Puma and with the Hundreds. So as you see on this sneaker, there's 4 different sides, and there's a reason behind the sneaker. I love Bobby Hundreds because he always has a different story that he correlates with his releases, which is very dope. Those are 2 things that sell me on a sneaker, no matter what brand, is the colorway and the story. I love sneakers with a story behind it. If it doesn't have a story behind it, I'm not really feeling that sneaker unless it's got a crazy colorway. And Bobby Hundreds nailed it on this particular sneaker right here with his story, A1, and then also the colorway is just crazy. The material is crazy. So we're gonna talk about this sneaker. So the whole concept behind this sneaker, it's called the Decades. So this is a Puma Hundreds collaboration on the Clyde, and it is called the Decades. This sneaker, the Clyde sneaker, has been in existence for over 40 years. That's 4 decades that this sneaker has been rocked by skaters, hip-hop artists, break dancers. No matter what, this has touched so many people around the world, no matter what gender, ethnicity, no matter what you're into, everybody rocks or has rocked a pair of Clydes. And so that's what they wanted to discuss in this sneaker, was over the 4 decades, what the Clyde has done for the culture. So what they did is they used all 4 panels to tell the story. Okay, so let's look at this first sneaker. What I'm gonna do first, I know y'all like y'all 360, so let's do the 360 first. Okay, so that's the 360 of the left sneaker. Now let's do the 360 of the right sneaker. There, okay. So let's talk about on this side, which is the outside panel. And the whole concept behind this particular one is you see the blue and yellow. This was the color of the high school that Walt Clyde Frazier went to. He went to a high school in Atlanta, and this is the color of the high school. The Rams, this was a color, blue and yellow was their color. Then if you go on the inside, so it's your outside, and if you go on the inside panel, it's white and burgundy, and this represents the college that he went to, which Southern Illinois, I believe it was. So this is the inside, and why it has this color. Now, I'm not too sure about the white and green on this and the purple and orange on this. I'm not too sure. Orange, I would say, is definitely orange. I would definitely say is New York Knicks orange, and the blue right here, I definitely would say New York Knicks. But the whole concept is how during the 40 years they're celebrating the different models of Clydes that dropped. So all these were pretty much different colorways of the Clydes that have dropped over the 4 years. See, 4 panels, 40 plus years. So you've had, this is the 2 outside parts are both suede with suede form strips. So you've had Clydes within suede. Then on the inside panel, you have leather with suede form strips. So, and this color has come out. I haven't seen this particular color. I've seen it where it was green, majority color. Green was the leather, and then yellow was a form strip. So I've seen this color, and I've seen this color for the FM sneaker that they dropped a few years ago. So that's the whole concept, is you've had Clydes that have been in leather and Clydes that have been in suede. So that's the whole concept behind this sneaker. It's like I said, I've nailed down to what these 2 sides mean. It's high school and college. But these 2, I'm not entirely sure what it's for. All I can say is that these were popular Clyde colors that have been released, and they just put it on the sneaker. And then, like I said, this blue right here and the orange is for the New York Knicks. So blue and orange would be your New York Knicks, and he mixed it up with on the different ones. Now, what they did to tie the whole sneaker together, because you have 4 different panels, is you have the black suede toe. So that kind of blends and brings the sneaker together right here. And then also the same thing on the heel. You have the black heel. And as you know, with Clydes, there's nothing in there. Suedes, 9 times out of 10, you have the either, whether it's a collaboration or you have the Puma cat in there. 9 times out of 10. Sometimes suede, depending what collab, they don't. But 9 times 10. But the Clyde, 9 times out of 10, there's nothing in there. Unless it's a collab and they decide to put it in there. But 9 times out of 10, they don't. And this is what Clyde himself told him to do when he was designing the sneaker, was that he didn't want anything in the little space right here. He didn't want that cap back there. Another thing that ties the sneaker together is your tongue. On the tongue, it's all black suede all the way up. All black suede all the way up. And then you have your branding on the tongue. You have Puma. And then you have the logo, which is the wildfire for the hundreds. Another thing that ties the sneaker together is on the outside sneaker, you have the same thing. You have the wildfire, the hundreds logo on the outside. That's the wildfire that ties it in together. And then you have your Puma Clyde in gold stamping, the typical Puma Clyde gold, typical Puma Clyde gold. And another dope thing that you have here now on the inside, you have Puma and the hundreds. As you see there, it says Puma the hundreds. And on this side, it says Puma the hundreds. Inside, you have your Puma and the hundreds branding on the insole. So overall, like I said, this was my favorite sneaker in 2019. Just the design of it, the concept, and the story. I just love these sneakers. And so just let me know, like, comment. Did you cop these sneakers? The sneakers are still available. You can get them from Puma.com, eBay. They are still highly and available. His collab that dropped, when was it? Today. His collab dropped today, sold out instantly. So you're gonna have to wait till May 7th when Puma launches the capsule on their end. So you have to wait till May 7th to get that. But besides that, he sold out instantly. Especially the Clydes. The Clydes were gone. Once they became available, it was 9 p.m. Pacific time and it was 12 a.m. Eastern time. Today, sold out instantly. So like, comment, make sure you subscribe. Let me know what you think about these sneakers. And just stay tuned. On Feet is coming.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days
when I was just a little nigga, I looked up to my bigger bro, begged if I could kick it. So when he went out with girls, I could go tagging along, nagging. If she had a sis, maybe could mac a baby hood rat. Y'all remember way back then when it was 1985, all the way live. I think I was about 10. One of those happy little niggas singing the blues.
double up 3 or 4 times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up.